Okay, a video to explore the step and repeat technique with creating a personal sacred geometry design. Thanks to Elenita for providing these design elements. It looks like there's a symbol here and then some animals. So I'm just going to go through the different tools and techniques and keys and things to click and all that. So, taking a look here, let's see. Okay, this design group is the mark. So I'm going to select the whole group, all of these layers. I'll hold the shift key down so I can move everything. And I'm just going to move this to the center of my canvas. I'm going to use Photoshop's guides to get me there. Let's put one of these guys. Let's put the horse. Let's see. That's the horse. I'll move the horse over to this position, 12 o'clock, and we're going to do a step and repeat on this horse so that we've got a horse going all the way around. Step and repeat uses the transform tool. So I'll demonstrate the long way first. The long way is through this top menu. We'll choose edit, free transform, and you'll see that these boundaries and anchors show up. I actually want to rotate this horse around the circle. So I will set an anchor point to be the actual center of the form, which is actually set to the center of the canvas, so that's convenient. I can just bring my guides out onto the canvas and know my center. So I'll go back to the horse and do a free transform. And to set an anchor outside of this boundary, you just hold down the Option key and then click anywhere on the canvas. So I'm going to click right here. And now I am going to be able to rotate this element around the center of this form. It's going to look like this. See that? So I'm just going to bring it over. Looks like, I think if I want to be technical, you can see here on the screen the cursor readout's telling me I'm at minus 30. I want to actually, there we go, minus 30 degrees, and I want to do that because this form here has, count them, 12 positions, just like a clock. That just turns out to be 30 degrees apart because the circle is 360 degrees. And so if I do this movement at 30 degrees, in theory I should have this horse, when I repeat it, it will be at every, on the hour position. So to complete my transformation, I'll hit the enter key, and now that transformation has been recorded. What I can do in my long form version, let's go to edit, transform again, and this is going to repeat the transformation. Okay, so I can keep doing that. With my hotkeys now, it's Shift Command T, and then I'm going to hold down the Option key as well, and it creates the transformation on a new layer. So you can see here in my layers list, I'm creating many layers of this horse. So when I see all these layers, I get really excited. I can select them all, put them in a group, and we'll call this the horse group. Okay. So I'll do it again. Instead of using the long form, I'll use the shortcut method. Let's take the dog. Here's the dog. We'll flip the dog, go the other direction. Okay, so the dog's now looking to the left. We'll move the dog to here, say. Same thing. We're going to do a free transform, rotate the dog around this form, and then go all the way around. So to start this off, I will hold down the hotkey Command T and also hold Option. The Option is going to execute the transformation on another layer. Now that I've got the transformation box set, I'm going to assign an anchor point to this transformation box, and that's going to be right down here. So what I'm going to do to set this external anchor point is hold down the Option key and then click here, right there. Now, any transformation will anchor around this point. So I'm going to hover my cursor over this transformation frame until I get this bent arrow, which means rotate. And I'm going to rotate until I get to 30 degrees. If for some reason I can't get it perfect, right? If I can't get it perfect here with my cursor, I can always go up here in the options menu and manually enter it with the keyboard, 30 degrees. Okay, there it is. So that's my final position. I will hit the enter key to commit this transformation. Now it's been saved. And now I can repeat the transformation using the shortcut Shift Command Option T. And there we go. And I'll just keep doing this until I get all the way around. Here's my dog. I'll select them all. Command G to take your selection, put it in a group. I'll call this the dog group. Okay. Should I do these guys too? Well, how about this? How about I show you something else, because I could do all these animals, but it's basically the same thing. What if I show you how to do a transformation with this element too, and then integrate that into this design? The assignment is to create a personal sacred geometry design. So, generally we're talking about something that, has a emblematic feel. So maybe if I make this bigger, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and form, and then transform it in such a way where it's getting progressively bigger, and see if I can turn that into a pattern. Okay, so I'm going to, here's my form. I'm going to duplicate this whole group. Okay, so I've got my form here, which I'm going to leave alone because that's going to stay the same. And then this group here, I'm going to merge it down. So I'm going to select the group name, go to layer, I'm going to say merge group. So now it's a flattened set of layers. And now with this, I'm going to use my hotkeys, Option Command T, to transform into a new layer. And what I'll do here is I'll hold down Option to resize it, make it a little bit bigger. And then I'll rotate it. Let's say not 30 degrees, but 15 degrees. So maybe I'll do it all here. So I'll scale it 120%. And then I will move it 15 degrees. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter to execute that. That actually looks kind of cool. And then now I'm going to use the repeat shortcut, which is Shift Command Option T. And look what we got here. It's getting bigger and bigger. So I just created a series of these. Because they're getting bigger and bigger, they're covering each other. So I can reverse the order. I'll just do it manually. I'm just going to grab these and reorder my layers. And you'll see that I'm now creating a whole cosmic vortex of stuff here. So if I take this and I put it in a group, it functions as a kind of a background. So I could maybe give it a blend mode. There's one that's interacting with the color, and then I'll put it behind the main form. Whoops. I'll put it behind the main form so that the main form stands out and it contrasts. Maybe I'll something like this. I'm getting an idea here. I'm seeing that this little gap here where the this piece, it looks very orderly. It's because I picked a degree rotation, which is actually, you know, mathematically very orderly within this circular symbol. 15 degrees is, you know, half of 30, and 30 is 1/3 of 90, and 90 is 1/4 of 360, etc. So if I pick one that's actually not as mathematically clean, maybe I can get a pattern out of these little little bits here. So let's try that. I'm going to turn this off. We'll try it again. Take design, our form layer, and duplicate it. So I'm essentially repeating what I just did, but I'm going to change the rotation angle a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take this and we will flatten it. Merge this group down. Turn this off. Okay, so let's try again. I'll try this with a slow, the menu method. So free transform. I'm scaling it up at a fixed proportion by holding down the option key, right? So the height and the width scale together. Let's scale it up to, let's also try 120%. It's the same as last time. But instead of 15, let's do 5%. Let's see what happens. Commit that. And then we'll go to Edit, Transform again. One thing I forgot. When I do this, Edit, Transform again, hold down the Option key to create a new layer. I'm just going to use the hotkeys because it's faster. Look how fast I can. Whoa, it's a lot. Maybe I don't want this one and this one. Yeah. How about that? So I'll take these two and delete them. Okay, what I'm left with is this set. So I'll just put that in a group, and then we'll just manually reverse the order. Okay, and so what's cool about this is that you see there's a pattern here now. This pattern is because I chose 5 degrees instead of 15. It actually, like, they're creating new leaves, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. So I'll take this. I'll call this the pattern background. I'll put that behind my design. So here's the design, here's the background. That's kind of cool. I'll still try this blend mode. Okay. And there we go. We're moving right along with our sacred geometric pattern. At this point, let's see, here's the cow. Might as well put the cow in. Maybe I'll put the cow here in these little fields. So I'm going to get the cow. Let's move this up here. Oops. Lamb. I'm going to put the cow just right here for now, and micro move it later. Again, I'm going to anchor it to this flower right here. So what I'll do is select this group. What's this? Okay, it's adjustment layer. Command Option T to transform. Option click in the center to set an anchor. And now we will rotate this guy 15 degrees. Let's go minus 15 degrees. Minus 15 degrees on this center. Enter to execute. And now Command Shift Option T to rotate. Oh. Okay, so we can't do this. We can't go into a new layer because it's a group. So I'm gonna have to merge this group so that I've got my cow. Now I should be able to get my cows. What should we do with the lamb? Cows. Maybe we'll just hide the lamb. Okay, so this is this is it. This is step and repeat. Used for foreground elements, used for background elements, used to repeat a foreground element, used to take a foreground element and abstract it to turn it into a background element. Okay, have fun.